Well, Melo, I was there when you punched the guy in the face.
Oh, my God. How you going left like that?
No, but I was there.
All right, we was there.
I'm everywhere.
Yo, come on,
I'm
man.
everywhere. I'm everywhere. They say Cap. They say Joe, but I was there when you punched the guy in his fucking face. And let me tell you something.
Was it Marty Collins?
Let me tell you the fucking what we call that stereotype of rappers.
Right.
I get along with every usher in Madison Square Garden. I am the nicest fan. When Melo punched the guy in the face, the whole security went around me. Like I was supposed to jump on the court. Like they thought, yo, Melo's down with the terror squad gang, Fat Joe's running in. Yo, bro, that wasn't my business. But Melo had to punch the guy on the face on a Sunday. It was a Sunday too, man. Terrible, man, Melo. What did he do to you to make you punch him in the face? Like,
So
what was this suspension
JR
like?
and Nate was fighting.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then when I come over there after looking at Isaiah and me and him having words, I'm over there and I see one of the assistant coaches at the time. He like, Melo, you don't need this. You don't need this. And I'm like, nah. I said, why you do? I'm talking to Marty like, yo, why you do this? And he like holding me back. And Marty says something like, man, you run down here like you gonna do something, nigga. And I just like,
Oh,
what? And I swung, boom.
Punched him right in the
As
face.
I
Then you backed up like
because Jared Jeffrey tried to grab me.
Jeffries.
Channing Frye. I'm ready to punish one of these niggas out there.
I never told nobody this. The reason why I went so hard and I brought up the Usher record was the Love in the Club, because I sat in that room and it was like 30 people in there. And I was on the floor with my shoes off. I mean, I was stressing. I was like, I gotta get this shit. Because the chatter was they wanted Jay-Z on the song.
Mm.
And I'm like, I gotta get on. I need this shit.
I'm not missing this
I'm not
opportunity.
missing this shit.
Yeah.
And I put the verse down. Polo done went crazy. Shout out to Polo, man. I love Polo. Like, me and Polo don't talk much, but he's the realest.
Yeah.
Because the label was like, we gonna change this up. We gonna put this person on the song. Polo called me. He said, listen to the radio tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I said, what you gonna do? Don't worry about it. He leaked the record. That's what I'm saying. He put the record out in the world. You know what I'm saying? It was like the craziest shit ever. But I remember Jay called me. He was just laughing. He was like, I wasn't gonna do you like that, man. You good? I was just like, yo, I didn't know. And he called me after I did the video. He's like, yeah, you did good, man. He said you didn't get lost in it. You stayed yourself. I love that. And he said, by the way, I wasn't gonna do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I love you too much.
That's a real friendship
right. Because at first I was just like, yo, this is too much pressure.
Yo, I love y'all and Hov's chemistry because y'all make some great autobiographical raps.
Right.
And I think Seeing It All is probably like the best of them. You know what I mean? Because you could kind of see, if you follow both of y'all careers, that felt like a great last chapter. Like, I've seen it all.
20 Power
Emery came home, like he's telling the whole story. It's like,
and that record was, bro, first of all, shout out to Cardo. I got the beat from him, and he got this off a Chinese movie from like the 50s or so.
Right, that opening sample.
Bro, it took us the whole sample.
Yeah, or the whole joint. Okay.
It took me almost a year and a half to find the people to
clear
it. So I almost thought the record wasn't gonna happen. Real story. Me, Hove, Ty, Emery, all sat in his office and wrote a treatment for the video. Was gonna fly into Miami on jets, do it. The first verses on the runway. Then we was gonna go do a party at Live and invite everybody for a pool party and do a show that night. This was happening. This was happening. And then Bobby Smyrna came. Because he called me. He's like, all I'm here, was it hot, nigga? He's like, I don't know, man. What? He's like, I don't know, man.
That hat flew in the air.
Yeah, the place is like, damn. He's like, let's let Bobby do his thing. I was like, shit. Damn. But it was going to happen, though. Shout out to Bobby.
Shout out Bobby, man. That would have been a crazy video. There was a legendary viral video of Bow Wow and Kobe. Bow Wow challenged Kobe.
That's what I was about to say. You said you almost said it like somebody at JD house.
JD house.
I'm okay now. That
right, did he build up enough confidence?
That's when it got pulled back in. By the way, this is when I seen Kobe said the craziest shit ever to Bow Wow. He said, "Nigga, you know, y'all niggas be seeing sharks with their little fins out in the ocean. It's a whole lot different when you get in this water with them. He told that nigga that, and Bow Wow was like, what that mean? He was like, I'm gonna give you 15 points. We going to 16. I'm starting at 0. You got 15 already.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is gonna be. I'm saying, let me in.
Forget one.
Oh my God, that nigga Kobe dogged that nigga out. Well, I'm talking about that boy couldn't breathe, couldn't move the ball.
That boy got in that water with them
He
sharks.
got in that water. I'm trying to tell you.
I went to trademark Coco Loso when like we had this whole little thing with the coconut Ciroc and the pineapple, just the drink itself. And I was like, you know what, this shit is. I started seeing it like getting put on menus and stuff like that. I'm like, oh. So we went to do it, and then they was like, "Oh, this trademark has already been claimed." I'm like, "What?" I was fresh off of this shit. This shit was like a week or two in. I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Who could have snatched up the?" They said, "I don't know." The lady, the lawyer, was like, "I don't know." Said somebody, Sean Combs. I'm like, "Oh shit!" I was crying.
Got him.
No, I'm telling you, that shit is fabulous sport.
I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't even know that was a real thing. You know, that of course I was much younger, so I didn't know like trademarking things. And I just seen on the internet too, Hove got sued for for the rock side.
That's crazy.
From a dude from wrestling. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I guess obviously he trademarked the diamond sign because he was I forgot what, I think his name was DDP.
Yeah,
diamond something.
Page.
Yeah. So his shit was something with the diamond, and he really sued Hove and won.
Yo, that's crazy. You can sue over and won. Yo, dog, DDP lawyers go crazy. You ever catch a case called Diamond Dallas Page lawyers?
Crazy. That's why Hove don't be throwing them.
He'd be like this.
Yeah.
They can throw them like this.
Yeah, they would come up to a throw like Hove and be like, nah. That's crazy.
Yo.
Even though I don't know if that's true, the internet say a lot of shit.
You know what I'm saying?
We in an era that there's no credibility to the internet. It's just shit you see on your timeline, and you just gotta take it.
Nah, that's what it is. Go get that fabulous sport.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need that.
I gotta do it right after the show.
This ain't live yet. This ain't live.
Yeah, I know. That's why I gotta do it right after the show. By the time this shit ends, somebody gonna be like, they gonna see it's already popped up. Yeah.
With the headphones, you already doing it.
Yeah. Somebody in the corner of the studio, like, you know what? You're gonna have to buy that from me.
Yeah. So, yo,
There's a lot of motherfuckers in here, too. It's like 30 of y'all.
It could be anybody.
Yo, man, if I see this date, I know this date. If I see this, it was filed this date. Yo.
Jordan retreat, Puerto Rico. They killed me. They lined me up.
They had you out there hooping with NBA niggas?
Look, we there for Melo. You know what I mean? They got all the Jordan players representing the Stabby. Then everybody was there except Jeter and Mike and maybe a couple of them. It was dope. It was official. We rocked. Me and Tech do a nice little set for the players. Melo chilling. They got a nice after party setting going on. They got the Cuban cigars. The guys rolling them right there for you. Drinks is flowing. Hey, let me get a cigar. Now, I've been messing with cigars maybe a month or two. Now I got probably like 6 months in. Now maybe 6, 7 months. I'm learning. They gave me this shit, Jordan.
The Godfather.
Yeah, they gave me one of the craziest. I said, yo, I should have knew because I never even saw it. I never even seen one with the small front on it. Shit is crazy. And they got the small, me, all right. I let them gas me. We sitting there. It was like Kimbo Slice punched me in the head from the back. Me, I can't get up. We all talking, Bibby, everybody, Bibby, like, kid, shake it off. Shake it off. Now, in my mind, I'm like, yo, I gotta make it to the green. I gotta make it to this glass room over there. I got waters. They got me a little quarters where if I can make it, I'm good. But I can't make it. It's right there too. I'm like this. I can't. Yeah, I gotta hold it up in front of the guys. I can't do it. My legs is noodles. Billy keeps saying, "Kids, get up." Me, I go like this. Right back down. Damn, come on, Kiss. I'm like, damn, come on, Kiss, shake it off. Finally, I got it together and made it, though. I say, yo, they lied me, man. They gave me the top of the... I don't know what...
They gave me the Fidelis.
Yeah, they gave me a $30,000 shit. They killed me, yeah. They killed me,
The
dog.
Mr. Worldwide.
They were supposed to give me a little bit more than Matt. Like it, yeah.
Not a
They
Dutch,
took me
but-
to the top, yeah, because me, come on. I know
was
next
like, yo.
time, though, it was a lesson learned.
Yeah, nah, because listen.
Stay in your lane in the cigar game.
You gotta listen. It's
Stay in your lane.
In the cigar game.
It's levels, bro. It's levels to that shit, man.
They gave me the Jordan 6 rings.
The Jordan at the craps table.
Crazy, yeah. Jordan when he's lit. They gave me the top of the line, that mic.
The last dance.
Yeah, they gave me that one. When he had the back, when he was in the joint, when he was like, yeah,
The Birmingham Barrett shit.
They gave me that one. That shit almost killed me.
Yo, this shit like 2 feet long. Nah, man.
They tried to kill me, dog.
Oh,
Shit.
Yo, but there's a crazy story about, speaking of like, the retreat and, Mike not being there, but there's a crazy story about when you first met Mike.
I remember we met MJ, got Jordan, everything on. This how I knew. He looks you up and down before he really. What you got on determine how many words you gonna get from him. So if you got one of the competitors on, he might just give you a fist, an elbow, or a head. If you don't got Jordan brand or Nike on, Nike still might get you a light short sentence, but it's gonna get you if you see the symbol, your conversation can be a little bit more extensive than. Because I know you got one of the enemies on, but
don't pull up with the top
I
10
had everything on. This one they had the apparel, yeah. I had the rugby, a Jordan rug, I had everything.
Jordan rugby is crazy.
I had Jordan everything.
Yo,
This had all the Jordan rugby.
Boy, you look good, boy.
so you look.
Yeah, look good, boy. What you need? I'm like, what you mean? What you need?
Everything.
You know that was next. I need everything. He looked at somebody, read somebody. Make sure you get everything. The boxes ain't stopped coming.
Lace.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Mike, man. Yo, you can send me some boxes too, but you know what I'm saying? I won't be back.
We gotta slow walk you though, champ. You know what I mean?
No. We did.
You better make sure that when you see him, you better have the
Jordans.
You better be right. Huh?
What's happening,
You better have the headband on, nigga. The Carmelo headband. So Ye would come around and be like bringing samples, bringing beats, and like bringing his beats to play, and like sitting there learning from Dion, from No ID. And man, he was dope. He was real dope. And at some point, he would always want to challenge me because I was one of the only guys from Chicago that was out on a national level.
Right.
So he would come around to my basement and we'd rhyme against each other. And we even got a battle on this college radio station that came out. I mean, nobody really won. I was drunk. He wasn't drinking at that point, but it wasn't the best of our battles. But that being said, he would come around. What was crazy about Ye though, he always would talk shit. Like he would say stuff to my homies like, man, I don't like them pants and blah blah blah. And my homies be like, man, I'm gonna smack you. I'm ready to fight your ass. I'd be like, chill out. He's one of them dudes. He different. Yeah. But everybody started to love him and embrace him, and he just was this real like talented. But you know how so he was speak his mind like a little kid, kind of like you'd be like, and like when people ain't used to that, they like you gotta be uncomfortable. Like, yeah, you like, hey, bro, like he cool. So it was that, but. You know, we started to love him. He our brother. And then eventually, he started doing his thing, man. And it's crazy because I didn't take any Ye beats like in that 96, 97 when I met him era. But then in 2003, I'm like, Ye, let me get some beats. Like, come on. But I felt like at the time, like, No ID was just such at a higher level that it just was like, yeah, these beats ain't doing it for me yet. Like you there, you getting there, but it ain't there yet.
You was accustomed to
What
something.
was one that you heard? Maybe it was even an unreleased joint that you heard that you were like, all right, bro, all right, you there.
Well, I mean, I can remember more. Like, I mean, he definitely had some joints, and he did some stuff for. It was a group that Shauna that used to rap with Ludacris. That he had produced some dope joints for them. But more than anything, I can recall joints that I got more memories of joints I passed on, beats that he made for me that ended up being like that song I Wouldn't Get Far. I think it was who made that? And then Dreams by Game.
Yeah.
And even some of Kanye's, like that song on a lot of his late registration album, I Wonder, or even this song I Heard Him Say. He made that beat for me. He made that beat for I was
and you said I'm good, or you were like, or he was just like, hold on, I wasn't ready.
It was one of those things. That's crazy. Let me tell you, it was like, damn. It was like he made that beat, and that beat was. I was like, this beat dope. This beat dope. And then I was like, he said, man, you want it? I was like, man, I gotta. Cause it didn't feel like it was fitting my album, the album beat. It wasn't fit. So I was like, nah, you good. He's like, wait, he said, you want it? And I said, nah. He said, are you sure? I was like, nah, I'm good. I promise you, he wrote that song in 10 minutes. He Heard Him Say in 10 minutes. I sat there and watched this man write the song. He had just made the beat and he wrote the song, the whole song. I said, whew. I said, yo, this was meant for you. It was just meant for you. Cause I can't front. I wasn't gonna do what he did to that beat, you know, and you know, sometimes you gotta know that, like, you know, but as I look back, that beat was cold. Like I heard him say, I Wonder was dope, man. It's at least 10 Ye beats out there that I passed on. Even on one of those albums, he like Common passed on the beat, I turned it to a jam. Everything I'm not, maybe everything I am.
Oof.
Yeah, I done passed on some beats, bro.
You ever go in the crib and you got the whole studio, you just freestyle over them shits? 2 a.m.
I rhymed over.
That's wine. Like, you know what?
I should have did this.
That's taking it back though.
Yeah, that's taking it back.
Mixtape days.
Jacket for beats.
Exactly.
Jacket for beats,
bro.
Yeah. Is there any game that you picked up or that was given to you, you know what I'm saying, or observed on one of these sets?
Well, yeah, I worked on the movie American Gangster with Denzel and Ruby Dee, God bless her soul, and Russell Crowe. And I think, you know, for me, that was my second movie. And watching Denzel, how he, first of all, as an actor, just, man, the way he carried himself and the way he treated, like we played his brothers in this movie, like his younger brothers. And man, we stayed as his brothers no matter what. and that, you know, and I love that. I was like, yo, this, cause it helped me as an actor. It's almost like what we talked about earlier, Mello, about somebody being at this level and they ain't gonna meet you at no other level.
No.
Denzel just was, I'm at this level and y'all in this movie with me, so this way you gotta meet me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, he was like, okay. Like, so he stayed in his character almost the whole time, and we had to take heed to that. And I, you know, it taught me. But then on another flip side, I remember this gaffer, you know, somebody working on the set, like was moving a light, and he was hitting this young lady's head who was one of the actresses. And Denzel was like, hey, bruh, yo, you see that woman right there? If you hitting her head, like you hitting her in the head, man. Like, if you gonna need to move the light, say something to her and let her know, and maybe she could step away. He checked old boy, and I was like, man, I'm gonna do that shit too. But I was like, become big, bro. You know,
being a part of that tour, and then seeing, in particular, DMX, like up close. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, when you on tour with a group like that, there's opportunity to be very separate, but there's also opportunity to be very together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, in common areas. So talk a little bit about that, man, and like seeing these guys.
Well, as far as X goes, like I said, I met him at the video shoot, so that's all I had ever heard of X. They go on the Survival of the Illest tour. I was doing some Wu-Tang shit, or maybe acting. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. But they came to the Apollo. So all those acts came to the Apollo, X, all them niggas, right? So I'm on stage performing Redman and them and shit, and I'm thinking, the Apollo ain't giving me enough motherfucking love out here and shit. Fuck y'all niggas. Right? So then X comes on. And I'm thinking they're gonna shit on him too. They just shit on Method Man. They're gonna shit on him too. X went out there, they knew every fucking word to every fucking songs I've never heard of before. They knew, like this nigga, like you see the footage of him performing in front of like a mass amount of people, right?
Yeah.
That ain't shit compared to the Apollo. Now, when you think of the Apollo, you know that's a tough fucking crowd.
That's a fact.
That nigga went up in there, man. It was like, man, niggas was in there going crazy and shit. The chicks was damn near coming up out they shit, and he murdered that shit. So fast forward, Hard Knock Life Tour. I already knew what it was going to be from that moment. I don't think Jay knew what it was going to be. Me and Redman would come on. Sometimes the lights would still be on. People still be getting in their seats and shit. And we talking like the first 5 shows. I was a little pissed about that. I ain't gonna lie. But all we had going for ourselves at that point in time was we had hit records and we had a gimmick that we would do at the end of the act where we would fly. NSYNC stole that shit, and y'all know y'all did. Fuck out of here with that shit. For they fucking no strings attached tour. These niggas on. Now they on shit. Whatever. We do the damn thing. No lie though. After like the 5th show, people started showing up early. It's like, man, be tearing that motherfucker up. Jay had to even fucking admit that shit, you know? But then X comes on. X comes on after us. All you hear is a boom, boom. You know, people's like this now, get quiet. Boom, boom. Then you hear a little bit of talking. When that nigga said, nigga. Jay wasn't lying, man. Jay wasn't lying. Everybody that was on that tour at that point in time was like, nigga, we can just pack our shit and go. We can just pack our shit and go. So he's going through his set and his energy. This nigga got asthma. He go back and forth. I mean, dripping sweat. They going crazy. In between songs, he can't even hear what he's saying because they screaming. He's trying to talk to them. They screaming. Comes up out the shirt, it's over. He up there with the shirt off now. If he walk on with the dog, it'd make it even more better.
Oh,
right? Because I'm looking at the spectacle of this shit now like, this nigga's incredible. So by the time the shirt's off, he got him in the palm of their hands, then the prayer. And I'm going to keep it a buck because I love X, right? The first 10 nights he did that shit, I felt like I wanted to cry because I knew his story. After the first 10, after that, I was like, man, hurry up with this motherfucking shit, man. Fuck out of here, man. Hurry up with this shit, man. We got everybody crying and shit.